G'day guys, Josh Huggett here from Huggett Media, and welcome to Talk, a weekly segment where we talk about all things wedding photography. I answer your questions, so any question that you've got about wedding photography, make sure you put one in the comments and we will answer it as quick as possible. Today is coming straight from Instagram. James Jam02 said, what would be a good photo to be sure we get on the wedding day? One photo that I reckon it's such a simple thing to do, and I'm pretty sure everybody does it, but just in case I will just put it in, not in writing, what is this, in video form. Just a photo of you guys standing next to each other. Now you can do whatever pose you want to do, just want to make sure I don't run over my dog. You can stand like arm in arm this way, you can stand holding hands. I'm a big fan of like holding hands, so like stand holding hands just like this, looking at the camera and smiling. It's a real piece of piss photo to take. Anybody can take it, and that's the good thing about it, is that you don't have to be a super talented wedding photographer to take that photo. But even just like arm in arm, I won't pick up my dog, but you know, even if you're just linking arm in arm like this, smiling at the camera, it's 100% timeless. It's never ever going out of fashion. You're always going to be able to use that photo literally forever. It's when you get a little bit more creative, like under the veil shots are fantastic and I really, really love them. And I'd love to say like, make sure you always get veil photos, but like they could go out of fashion. Currently, they're very trendy, they're very in right now. Super candid photos are really in right now, where you're just like laughing and running and looking at each other and smiling and all that sort of stuff. But that could one day not be fashionable, I guess. It could not be the in thing. So just a standard portrait, like it doesn't matter what happens in the world, what happens in life, a portrait of you guys looking at the camera and smiling is always going to be in fashion. It's always something you're going to be able to post without going like, oh fuck. Can you imagine? Like, remember when we sat on each other's laps in weddings? How weird. Or like, you know, anything like that. Standard portraits, just making sure you get a couple of those. And something that I'm really leaning into at the moment that I haven't really done before, but I'm leaning into it more now, is individualized portraits too. So making sure you get a portrait of yourself and a portrait of your husband separate, just because like, I mean, we get heaps of the bride because it's the bride's day, but just making sure we get some of the groom as well. That is one photo that I think absolutely everybody should get. Seems like a super simple answer because it is a super simple photo to take, but it's one of those things like people are so anti-posing right now, and they're so anti like, oh, I don't want any posed photos of my wedding day. I don't want fucking no posing. I don't know why they sound so aggressive, but like, I don't want any posing. I only want candid photos. Some poses you actually just need to do because the poses are what makes the photos timeless. Candid photos are fantastic. We send like 85% of our galleries, 85% of our galleries 100% candid. The maths works out. But you do need a couple in there. Smiling like this, the ones where you look at each other nice, and even like ceremony photos are more posed as well, but look at the camera, smile, it's all you need to do. Wedding photographers, make them look at the camera and smile, but make it a joke at the same time. So like, all right, we're gonna do this really, really quickly. We're gonna make this photo, we're gonna do this pose photo as quick as possible. It's gonna be like ripping off a Band-Aid. Stand there, look at the camera, smile, 1, 2, 3, beautiful, great. Move on to something else. That way you've taken 15 seconds of their lives, but you've got that photo. And then you can go and do it somewhere else. Like, do your candid photos, go for a walk down that way, great. Turn around, look at me, hold hands, smile, great. Walk back this way. Not 10 seconds has passed and you've managed to get photos of them walking that way, photos of them looking at you and smiling, and photos of them coming back this way. And you haven't made them be like, all right guys, stand up, stand really still, look at each other. All right, now look at me, smile, bigger smile, keep smiling, great. You can literally have your couple, and I don't know if I'm going to be in any good light here because I'm just going to kind of move around, but you can literally have your couple and be like, all right guys, go for a walk down this way, holding hands. And then the couple can just go like this. Yep, all right, turn around, look at me. Cool, hold hands, smile, great. Half second, photo's done. Pretty sure my head cut off there, but you get the point. Do it super quick, and that way you can actually get these candid photos. And that way you can actually make the post photos more candid too, because it's happening in such a quick manner. All right, that's it. I'm just waffling now. That is the one photo that I think everybody should have. Look at the camera and smile. Until then, if you've got any questions or anything you would like me to answer in the next talk, make sure you put it down in the comment section below and I'll get to it as soon as possible. But until then, I will see you next Tuesday.